You know, I'm like, yeah, nice P, you know?
What up, Pink?
Man.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's the Raiders going up against the Jets.
Thank you, Larry. Coming to you from just off the New Jersey Turnpike in East Rutherford. We are just about set for football on EA Sports from MetLife Stadium. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with Derek Carr and the Oakland Raiders. The first carry for DeAndre Washington. Tough running, but not a lot to show for it. They stop him shy of the 25. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to churn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
Eight yards to go here on second down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Sheldon Richardson coming in from that outside linebacker spot. He gets him down for a loss of 5. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. From the gun, Carr. It finds Crabtree for the completion. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. First down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. On play action, now Carr. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Leonard Williams in there to get him for a loss of 5.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
The play clock's running down. Carr. And this is going to be incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle. Out at the 6-yard line. And not great starting field position here for the offense.
Here we go now. Boom, landed. All right, now look at 56. Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney. Over. No. Check. Patriot.
Here's Matt Forte with his first carry. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk about football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
4 yards remaining now on 2nd down.
Hurry up, here we go. No. Check. Patriot. Leopard. All right, here we go. Green. Watch him now, Barney.
Shift together here from the D-line. Petty now. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
And the O-line will have to do a better job protecting here on 3rd down after that sack.
Here we go now. Boom.
Here's Petty. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And they're set up in a golden position here right around the 10-yard line. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They go play action here on 1st down. Flush to his right. And it's caught. A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there. And there we saw completion.
And a big collision there. He's hit and knocked backward at the 4-yard line. Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's 3rd and goal. Washington, 3rd and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. DeAndre Washington taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. And that makes it 7-zip Oakland. Out to kick is Janikowski. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. 2 seconds to go, first quarter. Roberts the man in motion. Throwing on first down. Carr. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Amari Cooper from 19 yards away. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
Boy, that route is really tough to cover because if they're running it correctly, you think it's really going to be a slant.
Yeah, well, we talk all the time about how it's tough to execute offensively, but you're saying, don't forget, it's tough to cover for the defense, too.
Yeah, the number one thing that you're taught is to not get caught inside or get beat inside. So you guard that a little bit more. So that gives you a little bit more space to operate outside if you start your move initially inside if you're a receiver.
Out to kick is Janikowski. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. A big seam, and he might go all the way. 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just in a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. On first down, Carr. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, Marcus May with a pick. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. To throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by David Amerson. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but Yeah, let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And this one complete to Seth Roberts. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. On first down, Carr. This one left side caught by Patterson. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Snap comes at 1, and it's Carr. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Cordero Patterson, 60 yards. And the Raiders add on to their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7. To kick is Janikowski. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 44 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
They'll look to throw. Throw left side is taken in by Stewart. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
to throw now on 2nd and 10. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
Now a play fake. Carr. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. A right side catch by Crabtree. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. Over the middle, he gets it to Patterson. 23 yards on the play. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Carr now on 1st down. And this is Clark. It's Cooper. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 23 yards on the play. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Lynch. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Not time enough for a play and then a timeout, you wouldn't think. So with 4 seconds left, they're going for it. The final shot here before half for Carr. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
The way he's been slinging it in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by David Amerson. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Play action. Now it's Carr. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was looking for Crabtree that time, and that'll bring up second down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more? Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall. Carr to Crabtree, good for a Raider first down. So the offense has it first and 10. Here's Carr. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. On to throw again. Carr finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a third down. Well, still in search of the first down after that last completion. On third down, here's Washington. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better. I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence. See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got a man. Complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass. And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the approach. And the ball's out. Forte loses it. push his way through. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. Forced out to his left. And he slings one that's incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Back to the air on second down. It's Carr. There he goes inside the 30. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Jared Cook, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Raiders. And the lead is now 24. Out to kick is Janikowski. That's fielded in the end zone. And an alley to run. And he's loose again.
Look, I know that all eyes and all credit should be on the guys that brought the ball back a long way, but I'm just wondering about the guys covering and their special teams coach. They've got to be looking at each other and saying, at what point are we going to find a way to stop these guys?
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. It's a quarterback sneak. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in. And they catch him here and stop him for no gain.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Watch it now. Here we go. No. Check. Patriots. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
Second and goal to go now. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. Got to figure this is one they need here on third and goal. They come out here in the eye. They're going to look to throw. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. And a play fake down near the goal line here worked out well.
Anytime you can make them think that you're going to run the ball and go to that play-action pass, you see the end result. Usually a touchdown.
Is that harder? Is the play fake harder to defend for the defense near the goal line or no? Because there's not as much room to work with?
It is harder because down near the goal line, you're thinking much more of a running play, especially if people run out big formations. So it is harder to defend.
Let's field it a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
A toss play. This is Lynch. Had the nifty footwork, but only able to get it to his own 20. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And that one incomplete. Had some position, but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Taking it about the 16. Escapes the defender. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Jets take possession. New York set to take the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Petty now. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Garyon Conley. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Back now here on EA Sports, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Out to kick is Janikowski. That'll be taken in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Raiders pick it up. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. Eluding the pressure right. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. First and goal deep. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. DeAndre Washington, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the silver and black continue to roll. And the lead is now an even 30. Out to kick is Janikowski. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. So out now come the Jets. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Here's Petty. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Now after the INT, it's Carr. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Now, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turns into a nice play.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. And this is incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
You don't want to throw away this excellent field position, but that's 2 incomplete passes in a row. Definitely need something big here on 3rd and 10.
Conversely, defense has done a good job on 1st and 2nd down. The coverage has been draped. On play action, it's Carr. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people really...
And got his man complete. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson, 89 yards. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 12 yards that time at an Oakland 1st down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
On 1st down, Carr. This one caught left side by Cooper. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider 1st. Then the offense lining up 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was trying to get it to Michael Crabtree there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
2nd down following the incompletion. On 2nd down, Lynch. And he's got some space here. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider 1st.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage. The stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them. Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
To throw, it's Carr. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Now a play fake here on first down. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
That's complete over the middle to Stewart. And he gets this one all the way up to the 24. A good pickup there at 22. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Aldon Smith coming in from that outside linebacker spot to bury him for a loss of 7. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. They'll try and get it with Forte. And he brings this up to the 46, good enough for the 1st. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down. They'll look to throw now on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Anderson. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
No, check, Patriot!
They'll look to throw here on first down. Safarian Jenkins has it. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A gain of 6 there on first. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Sean Smith. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. Good night, everybody.